So now our lesson for day is dates of the month. Okay, dates of the month. So let's have our dates of the month. Let's have it. Let's go 1 to 10. Let's have Jerome. 1 to 10.
Sensei, Sensei, yun po ba yung Suitachi?
Hi, that's right.
Ah,
Suitachi.
ah,
Okay.
Suitachi, 2日、3日、4日、5日、6日、8日、9日、10日。
Okay. Okay. So we have our first is we have our Suitachi. Okay, remember. Then for our this one we have our Futsu. Okay, we have our Futsuka. Follow with our third. We have our Mika. Fourth day is we have our Yokka. Then fifth day is we have our fifth day. We have our Itsuka. Then follow with our sixth day. We have our sixth day is we have our Muika. Seventh day, we have our Nanoka. Then we have our eighth day, we have our Yoka. Okay. Then we have our ninth day, we have Kokonoka. Kokonoka. Then 10th is we have our Toka. Toka. Actually, for 1 to 10, there's no technique or special way to memorize it. We have to memorize from 1 to 10. But the key here for our Tsuitachi, this is the only one that has end with doesn't end with ka. Okay? But the rest, it's already end with our ka. So you can simple memorize futsu, mik, yok, itsu, mui, nano, yo, kokono, then to. So then just only attach our ka for our 1 to 10. Now, for the rest here, we have our Ju Ichi for our 11 and so on. So this one for a particular that I'm going to shade for the green, okay? We are going to add, just only add them our Nichi, okay? Nichi. Okay. So for example, Ju Ichi, then we are going to add our Nichi, okay? Ju Ichi, then adding our Nichi. Okay? Ju, Ichi, Nichi. The same thing that will follow for the rest. So for our 12, it will become Ju, Ni, Nichi. Okay. And same thing here, our Ju, San, Nichi. Okay. And so on. Okay. So we just need to just put them. Now we have our special here for our 14. Okay, for our 14, it's special. We don't say Juyoka Nichi. It will become Juyoka. Okay, Juyoka. So this is special. Okay, for our Juyoka. Then for our 20, we don't say Hatsuka Nichi or Niju Nichi. It will become Hatsuka. So that is our special. So what we have to do here, so for example, 21st day, okay, we have our Niju, okay, Niju, it means 20. Then we're adding Ichi as 1, okay. But the same thing that will follow, we're just adding our Nichi here. Okay. So that makes that our Niju, Ichi, Nichi, okay. We just add our Nichi here somewhere else. So that makes it our Niju, okay, Niju, Ichi, Nichi. Okay. Ito na lang natin, no? Niju Ichinichi. And the same that follows with the other in here. Okay. So we just only adding here for the rest is our Niju and so on. Let's only add it like now. Once we already add our Niju, that's the time we add our singular number already. We have Niju ni Then put here san. Then fourth, this one is niju. We don't say here for our yonichi. It becomes still niju yokka. So this is special. Niju yokka for our 24th. Then for our 25th, we add in go. And we have our roku. Then we have our niju. This is not nana, but instead shichi. Niju shichinichi. Then 28 is our hachi. Hachi. And so on here with our that follow here. It will become niju. Then we have here for our 30, we have our sanju. Okay. Sanju. Then our here 30 sanju. Then same thing that will happen for the rest. Just only attach our nichi. No? Attach only nichi and so on. So now our calendar is now complete. So let's have a recap. Our special. Our special is from 1 to 10. Okay. We have to memorize from our 1 then to 10. Okay. That is for our 1 to 10. Then we also have our special, okay, which are Juyoka, okay. Okay, our 14, this is special. Our 14, this is special. And also we have our, of course, our 24 year. This is also special. We have another special, which is our 20, which is Hatsuka, 20th. Another special that we can have are the 17 and 27, okay? 17 and 27, so we have our Niju Shichinichi, 17th. And we have our 17, we have our 18. As a 17, 27 instead. Not Nana, but it should be Shichi. Then for our 19 and 29, it's not Jukunichi, Jukunichi, ne? Jukunichi. And we have our 29th, we have our Niju Kunichi, okay? Niju Kunichi. Now, we already know how to count the whole map or the whole dates of our November, okay? So now let's go now with our dates. So today is our 23rd, for example. Let's have today, okay, we have our 23rd, okay, 23rd is here. Okay, we are here now, okay? So this is what we call today, is we have our, today in Japanese, it's now changed to kyo, okay? That is kyo, okay? It means today, okay? Then we have tomorrow, we have our ashita. Then the day after that, we have our asate, asate, okay? Then we have our yesterday, we have our kino, and 2 days ago, we have our ototoy, ototoy. Now, let's make it now this one as our question, okay? Kyo wa, okay? Nanichi desu ka? Kyo wa nanichi desu ka? Kyo, it means today. Then nanichi, it means what day. What date, actually, what date. Okay. Then for our answer, it will become kyo wa, then our date desu. Okay. So let's try to answer this one. Jerome-san, kyo wa nanichi desu ka?
今日は23日です。
はい、よくできました。
Sensei, hindi ko na po sasabihin yung October.
Okay. Hindi ko naman pa tinatanong na nangatsu. Wala pa tayo na, no? Once we go to
okay,
nangatsu, okay, you can add on that one. But that's a good observation, okay? So once I said,
わかりません。
今日は何月何日ですか? You can say, 今日は11が、10月の10月、23日です。Okay. わかりますか?
はい、わかります、先生。
Okay. じゃあ、ジェロムさんから、エマさんへ、明日、どうやって質問しますか? How you will ask the question? 明日は、
明日は何日ですか
はい、エマどうぞ。
でしたか
明日は24日です。
Okay, 24日。Very good. That is special. Okay. はい、よくできました。じゃあ、エマさんから、ジェロムさんへ。Okay, let's have our あさって。Okay, あさって。Okay.
あさっては何日ですか？
はい。
あさっては25日です。
もう一度、あさっては、
あさっては25日です。
はい、25日です。Okay. So it will become, okay, 25日. Actually, in Japanese, you can type only the number, then just only nichi. Okay, this one is more normal. Okay, instead of writing the whole word. Asatte wa 25 nichi, but you don't say 25 nichi. It will become 25日です。Okay. じゃあ、ジェロムさんからエマさんへ、昨日。
昨日は何日ですか
What happened to the
昨日は
question? Jerome, is it ですか? Past
で
tense.
した。で
Very
したか
good. でしたか? Okay.
昨日は20日でした。
Okay. 20、
20日。
22
22日。
日、22
はい、先
日。
生。
Okay. もう一度。
22日です。昨日は22日でした。
はい、でした。Because it's already past tense. 昨日は22日でした。22日でした。Okay? So for our past tense, for our 昨日 and おととい we use でした。わかりますか、ジェロムさん ?not です。
はい、わかります、先生。
Okay, good. じゃあ次は、エマさん、おととい。
おとといは何日でしたか？
はい。
ako po ba, sensei?
はい、ジェロムさんお願いします。
おとといは21日でした。
Okay, もう一度、おとといは
おとといは21でしたです。
おとといは21日。
おとといは21日でした。
はい、でした。はい、よくできました。So for the days of the week, we have now 日曜日。Oops, ごめん。Wrong type. Okay. It should be 日曜日。日曜日。Okay. 日曜日、okay, for our Sunday. Okay. 日曜日。For our Sunday, okay? Then Getsuyobi Nichi, it means from the word sun. Sun. Then Getsu, it means for our moon. Ka, it means our fire. Suyobi, it's for our su, it means water. Moku means wood or tree. Then Kinyobi, kin means gold. Doyobi means earth. Okay, those are the meaning of those their kanji. You know? So we have Nichiyobi, Getsuyobi, Kayobi, Suyobi, Mokuyobi, Kinyobi, and we have our Dayobi. Now, let's turn that in a question. Kyo wa, 何日 nanyobi desu ka? Kyo wa nanichi nanyobi desu ka? So we have our new question here. Nanichi, it means what date, remember? What date, then our nanyobi, it will become now what day. What day. So let's try to answer this one. Ja, Jerome-san, kyo wa nanichi nanyobi desu ka?
Kyo wa 23日 Kinyobi desu.
Okay, it become kinyobi desu. So it become kyo wa 23 nichi, and we have our kinyobi, Friday. Kinyobi desu. はい、よくできました。じゃあ次は、エマさんから、ジェロムさんへ明日。エマ、明日。
明日は何日何曜日ですか？
はい。
明日は24日土曜日です。
はい、よくできました。じゃあ、ジェロムさんから、誰か、シンジいますか？シンジ？
はい。
Okay. いますね。
何日何曜日でしたか？
はい。
おとといは21日、水曜日でした。
はい。もう一度、ジェロム。おとといは、
おとといは何日何曜日でしたか？
おとといは21日水曜日でした。
水曜日です。past tense。
でした。
でした。もう一度、エマ。おとといは、
はい。おとといは11日水曜日でした。
水曜日でした。はい、よくできました。Okay, now we have our months here now. Okay, so for our months, we're just only adding the word gatsu. Okay, gatsu. Okay. Once we have our gatsu, we are just only counting the number, then adding our word, our gatsu. Okay. So for example, January, we have ichigatsu, February, nigatsu, sangatsu. But for our April, we don't say yongatsu, shigatsu. Shigatsu, this is exempted. We have our exempted. Gogatsu, rokogatsu, and so on. Then we have our July, shichigatsu, not nanagatsu. It should be shichigatsu. It also involves with time, right? Hachigatsu, then for our September, we have kogatsu. And the rest are Jugatsu, Juichigatsu, Junigatsu. Okay? If you notice, it's also the same thing with the time. This is how we pronounce the 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and the 9 o'clock. So we have Shiji, Shichiji, and Kuji. Okay? Just only changing our Gatsu to our time of Ji. Okay. Now let's make it now our question with the month now. Kyo wa nangatsu. Okay, so we have our nangatsu. It means what month? What month? Kyo wa nangatsu. Nannichi. We have what date? Then we have our nanyobi. It means what day? Desu ka? Okay. Kyo wa nangatsu, nannichi, nanyobi desu ka? じゃあ、ジェロムさん。
先生。今日は10月 23日、
うん。
金曜日です。
はい、金曜日です。よくできました。じゃあ、ジェロムさんからエマさんへ明日。明日。ジェロム、明日。
あ、OK 先生。明日は何月何日何曜日ですか？
明日は10月24日土曜日です。
はい、よくできました。じゃあ、エマさんからジェロムさんへ、明日ね、昨日、昨日、
昨日は何月何日何曜日ですか？
パステンス。
でしたか？
OK、もう一度。昨日は、
でしたか？昨日は何月何日何曜日でしたか？
はい。
昨日は22日。ごめん、もう一度。昨日は10月22日木曜日でした。
はい、よくできました。how about おととい？ジェロムさんからエマさんへ。おとといは、
おとといは何月何日何曜日ですか？でしたか？
はい、もう一度。
おとといは何月何日何曜日でしたか？
はい。
おとといは10月21日水曜日でしたか？
はい。
でした。
From the beginning. おとといは、
おとといは10月21日水曜日でした。
はい、よくできました。Okay, great job. Now we already the months, the dates, and the days of the month, right? And we have also our relative time. Now, we are now on our 23rd, okay, this week. Okay? So this is what we call our konshu, okay? Konshu, okay? It means this week. Okay? So we have our konshu, it means this week. Now, next one is we will have our this group. Okay, this one, it will change. So this is now what we call here our raishu. Okay. Raishu. Okay. It means next week. Next week is our raishu. Okay. Then our last week is we have our senshu. Okay. Senshu. Senshu is our last week. This is our last week. Okay. So we have our last week, and then we have our this week. Okay. Okay. Then we have our this week, follow with our next week with our Raishu. Now let's make this one in a conversation. Okay, let's use this one. Okay, so we become type, okay, number of week. Okay, week number, actually week, no, okay. So we have our particle no, okay, week, no, and we have the day. What? Nanichi desu ka? Week no. Then the day wa nanichi desu ka? So we're going to use this pattern. So let's have it here. So week no. Then the day. Either I use nichiyobi and so on and so on. So this is for our formula for our pattern. So let's have for an example. じゃあ、今週の、今週の金曜日は何日ですか？何日ですか？じゃあ、ジェロムさん、今週の金曜日は何日ですか？
今週の金曜日は23日です。
Okay, 23日 because we are in this week of Friday, so we have 23rd, right? 23rd. So we have 今週の金曜日は then adding our 23rd, 23日です。Okay? 今週の金曜日は23日です。Okay. はい、横できました。Okay, let's try to have a different pattern now. Okay, let's have instead of kinyobi, okay, let me give you a different date. Jerome-san kara Emma-san e, let's go with kinyobi. Okay, no? It will become, okay, no, instead of kinyobi, let me change. Let's go for our getsuyobi. Okay, go ahead now, getsuyobi, Jerome.
今週の月曜日は何日ですか？でしたか？
It's still this because it's still part of this week. Even the date is already finished, but that week is covered within the week, so that is still this.
わかります先生。今週の月曜日は何日ですか？
今週の月曜日は19日です。
One more.
今週の月曜日は19日です。
はい、横できました。Because this is our Getsuyobi Monday. 今週の, okay. So we have our 今週の, then our 月曜日は19日です。はい、横できました。Okay. So let's have how you will ask this one now for the Wednesday. Let's have Emma ask Wednesday to Jerome.
今週の水曜日は何日ですか？
今週の水曜日は21日です。
21日です。はい。Now, let's have a different pattern. I'm going to choose now. Let's go a different week number. Jerome asked to Emma about our Raishu and partner it with Monday. How you will ask it?
来週の月曜日は何日ですか？
はい、横できました。もう一度。
来週の月曜日は何日ですか？
来週の月曜日は26日です。
はい、so become our 26日。Okay? 26日。もう一度。Emma。
来週の月曜日は26日です。
Okay. はい、横できました。Okay? じゃあ、Emma, you will ask now for thinking. 来週、okay? 来週, but it will become the yobi. Okay, go ahead.
土曜日。 今週の来週は土曜日ですか？
今週。来週の土曜日は31日です。
Okay. はい、よくできました。Okay? And this time, I will use now our sensu, and I'm gonna partner it with Tuesday. So how are we going to say that? Let's have Emma.
はい、先生。先週は、
Sensu no.
あ、
Sensu no.
先週の火曜日は、6日でした。
It will become
6日でし
it's
た。
still our 13. 13. Sensu.
6. I'm sorry. I thought 6.
We're still in 13.
13.
Okay, one more.
13日。はい、先生。先週の火曜日は、13日でした。
はい、because it become our past tense. Okay. よくできました。Okay. Okay, let's have our Sunday for our 11. Okay. じゃあ、Emma さんから Jerome さんへ。
先週の日曜日は何でしたか？
何日？
何日でしたか？
Okay, 何日でしたか？もう一度。先週の
日曜日は何日でしたか？
はい。
先週の日曜日は11日でした。
11日でした。はい、よくできました。Okay. Now, I will also share to you, we also have other weeks here. We have the week after next week, we have what we call Saraishu. Okay? Saraishu. Okay? So we will use this one for our next conversation, but this time let's recall, Saraishu is the week after next week. And 2 weeks ago, okay, so we have what we call Sensenshu. Sensenshu. Okay? So those are their difference. Okay. Okay. Sensenshu. No. Sensenshu. It's 2 weeks ago. Sensenshu. Sensenshu. No. Something like that. Okay. So let's go with our sensenshu. Okay. じゃあ、Jerome さん、先々週の火曜日は何日ですか？先々週の火曜日は何日ですか？でしたか？ごめん。先々週の火曜日は何日でしたか？
先々週の火曜日は6日でした。
はい、6日でした。じゃあ、ジェロンさんから、エマさんへ金曜日。Okay? どうやって質問しますか、ジェロンさん？
先々週の金曜日。先々週の金曜日は何日でしたか？
エマ？
先々週は金曜日。
はい、金曜日は
2日でした。
We are here.
9?
Nice.
sorry.
はい。
9日でした。
はい、9日でした。もう一度、ジェロンさん。
先々週の金曜日は何日でしたか？
先々週の金曜日は9日でした。
はい、9日でした。Make it our past tense.